we received the femicide list from OWAIT for this last year. It runs from about now until, well, last year at this time until now. There were 35 women and children who were murdered in the last year, and the youngest was 4 years old, a young girl, 4 years old. So with their with them in mind, we move forward to do the good work of working together to end violence in our communities. Thanks so much. So, so I get to talk about what's going to happen today. And it is such a pleasure that we're going to be acknowledging our past recipients for the John Robinson Award, but then also this year's recipients, our 5 recipients this year. And it's really exciting. It was very exciting to go to 5 different sites with Danny and Avril and to record the recipients. It's a little bit different than what we've done every other year when we've been able to have an event, but this was really special to do it individually. So just a little bit about the history of the John Robinson Award. Well, and then we're also going to show videos, by the way. We have the videos, we're going to show them. We also have Sarah Smith is going to be playing for us today. And Tracy White-Eye is going to close our circle at the end of the conference. So she will have the last words for our conference. So in February of 1981, the LCCEWA released a research report that provided an analysis of the criminal justice system's process and victims' perceptions of the system and its gaps. Among other report recommendations was the essential need for police to lay charges in all cases of women abuse. This was strongly supported by key figures within the London police, most notably Inspector John Robinson. As a result of his considerable efforts, a new policy on charging in wife assault cases was formalized. London was the first jurisdiction in Canada to develop and adopt this pioneering policy, which would later become a provincial and national directive. The inaugural award was given to John Robinson in 1988 for his groundbreaking work. We continue to honor John's work by recognizing individuals or agencies who promoted substantial change around women abuse and that capture John's tenacious spirit, showing leadership and creativity. Take it away, Danny.
I am so excited to be part of this celebration. And it's my honor to get to honor the past recipients, some who are on the call today. Colleen Kelly, Patty Marshall, Megan Walker, Emily Parakoda, Heather Fridden, Lisa Heslop, John McDonald, Mary O'Sullivan, Marg McGill, Eleanor Chenal, Julie White, Patricia Verkley, Melanie Murphy, Yasmin Hussein, Mary Huffman, Wendy Acton, Darlene Ritchie, Sue Wilson, Darren Cooling, Joe Lang, Kate Wiggins, Sarah Scanlon, Louise Petrie, Joanne Sharon, Tim Kelly, Dr. Mohammed Bohad, Sergeant Lauren Bruce, Sandra Lynn Coulter, Shelley Yo, Jeff Fielding, Murray Faulkner, Maureen Reed, Margaret McPherson, Patricia Hodgins, the Women's Mental Health and Addiction Action and Research Coalition and the Middlesex London Health Unit, Nora Shanahan, Arlene Timmons, Susan McPhail, Larry Marshall, Nathan Garber, Margaret Booth, Barbara Lent, the London Police Family Consultant Service, Sandra Savage, Lauren Ave Public School, Bob Gow, Jan Richardson. Marion Boyd, and Peter Jaffe. And lastly, the Inspector John Robinson, for who the award was named. So our first award winner. I don't know if somebody maybe needs to mute. It's pretty loud. The first award winner is Laura Comiskey, and she was nominated by Andrea Hendricks. And Laura's commitment to the eradication of violence against women extends beyond her previous role as training coordinator with Across Languages, where she developed, implemented, and evaluated an extensive and groundbreaking domestic violence, sexual violence, and human trafficking interpreter core training. Over time, she's trained hundreds of interpreters for more than 75 different languages and dialects. She built bridges between cultures rooted in ethnicity, sectorial professionalism, and social class. She did this with patience, empathy, and great passion. Let's see her award.
Welcome to the London Coordinating Committee 2020 COVID-19 Style John Robinson Awards. Thanks so much for being with us in a virtual sense. And our first award is being awarded to Laura Comiskey, and Anna Hendricks is going to introduce her. Anna.
Hello, everyone. I am so pleased to announce this award on behalf of Across Languages to Laura Comiskey, who was our training coordinator for more than 14 years and is now with the Northwest London Resource Centre. For those of you who know Laura, I don't have to provide any explanation. And for those who are being introduced to her, Laura's commitment to language services over the past 20 years has been tremendous, and specifically in the area of domestic sexual violence and human trafficking. Her commitment and patience to the work, her commitment to our interpreters and translators and the issues that we brought forward in our community has been tremendous. Her impact in the anti-oppression work, the trauma and violence informed interpreting area, as well as the partnership and the relationship she has built in the community, has been incredibly in moving forward the conversation about gendered violence across cultures and among different ethnicities for the clients that we have served. So I am so happy and pleased to present this award to Laura for all her dedication, and I know that she will move this forward in the work that she'll do as a settlement coordinator with Northwest London Resource Centre. Laura.
Thank you very much. I feel really thrilled and really honored to receive this award and to be in such great company of the Learning Coordinating Committee. I would like to share this with Across Languages, specifically with board and with staff and interpreters. With staff, because for over 30 years, they have ensured the smooth operation of the interpreter program. And with interpreters, because as frontline, they are the ones that make sure that some of the most vulnerable sisters that we have out there in our community, who cannot communicate in English or in French, can have a voice, can have access to all the wonderful services that we have in our community. And
thank you so much, Laura. Our next winner is Amanda Corsaut. She was nominated by Pete Tessa, and Amanda has been a constable in the Intimate Partner Violence Unit of London Police Services for several years. She provides strong support for victims of domestic violence and their families, as well as being an incredible resource for officers facing challenging situations. Her role within the unit is a difficult one, and Amanda continually goes above and beyond by staying late, accepting many phone calls and texts and emails while on and off duty. We'll let Sergeant Testa tell a little bit more about her.
It's a pleasure to be here representing the London Coordinating Committee to End Women Abuse. It's our 2020 COVID-19 style John Robinson Awards. And today we're presenting an award to Constable Amanada Corsaut and Sergeant Pete Teston will be presenting the award. Thanks, Pete.
It's my distinct honor to congratulate and present Amanda with the 2020 John Robinson Award. Amanda is a senior constable with London Police Service and committed to her role within the Infant Partner Violence Unit. She's a consummate professional, and she is frequently providing assistance to officers during the course of their frontline investigations. Amanda also works closely with community partners in pursuit of supporting victims and their families of domestic violence. Again, it is my sincere honor to congratulate Amanda with the 2020 John Robinson Award.
Thank you so much to the LCCEWA and Danny, Avril, and Shelley for coming here today. I had the opportunity to read through the nominations for the other people getting the award, and I have to say I am truly honored to have received this in their company. Their efforts in ending violence against women is truly monumental. I care deeply about the work that we do in the Intimate Partner Violence Unit. We work so hard in providing safety planning, support, and assistance to victims, and I have a great group of people working with me in there. Thank you to Sergeant Christine Weston and Sergeant Pete Testa for all of your ongoing support and your guidance. I really appreciate everything that you guys have done for me. And thank you so much for this nomination. It really means a lot to me. And lastly, the reason why we're all here, the late John Robinson, thank you for his dedication and for his vision in the field of intimate partner violence. He is truly an inspiration for all of us. Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Our next winner, and thank you so much, Amanda. Our next winner is Carolyn Pugh-Roberts, and Carolyn brings lived experience of trafficking and collaborated to create a peer-led program for survivors of sexual exploitation and trafficking. She embodies the extraordinary importance and efficiency of peer-led support, ensuring that women speak their truth and feel heard, inspired, and she is truly inspiring women to turn their lives around. As a peer support worker at Salvation Army, she's part of the Phoenix Anti-Trafficking Project, a collaboration between London Abused Women's Center and Salvation Army Correctional and Justice Services and Youth Opportunities. The project provides an extensive coordinating continuum of support services to trafficked and sexually exploited women, girls, youth, and family. Let's meet Carolyn.
So welcome and thanks again for joining the London Coordinating Committee to End Women Abuse John Robinson Awards, our 2020 COVID-19 style. So we're here, we have great honor to present to Caroline Pugh-Roberts today, and Sonderlyn Coulter is going to make that presentation. Thanks, Sonderlyn. I'm happy to do that. So, Caroline, it's my honor to present this award to you, and it's on behalf of the London Coordinating Committee to End Women Abuse, Nika Walker, who wasn't able to be here today, but from all of the women that you've provided support to. And it's their voices I want to bring to this. One of them told us that what you did really embodied peer support for her, and it gives hope, and it helped her to change her life. And another woman said that you and your peer colleague were living proof of recovery and safety and the possibility to reintegrate into society. So thank you for bringing so much hope and hope to survivors of trafficking, not only here in London and in Canada, but shining a light on sex trafficking all over the world. So it is my honor to present you with the John Robinson Award on behalf of the London Coordinating Committee to End Women Abuse. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. I want to thank the committee and London Abuse Women's Center for nominating me. And I want to say to any woman out there that not only can you get through it, but you can flourish. There is hope and you matter. Thank you. So what?
Thank you so much, Caroline. Our next winner is Reta Van Every. She's a survivor of residential schools. Reta Van Every stands with women, helping them navigate systems by the government as part of Truth and Reconciliation. She demonstrates her commitment to women's safety daily in her professional life and in her community, working one-to-one, developing safety plans, providing critical support at the right time, offering both strength and compassion to women in crisis. Reta is a trusted advocate. Reta is a skilled collaborator, welcoming the opportunity to provide public education and strengthen partnerships by treating My Sister's Place and other organizations. Let's hear from Reta.
So welcome today to the London Coordinating Committee to End Women Abuse, 2020 COVID-19 version of our John Robinson Awards. Today we're honoring Reta Van Every from My Sister's Place, and Carnage Redmond from CMHA, My Sister's Place, is going to present the award.
Thanks, Shelley. I am incredibly honored that I arrived this morning and they asked me to present this award. Several months ago, a couple of our staff from My Sister's Place talked about nominating Reta for this prestigious award, and I was thrilled to be a part of that nomination process. I've worked in this field for almost 30 years now, and I cannot think of a more deserving recipient than Reta and what she's done for women in our community, and I think for everybody. We are thrilled at CMHA to see her receive this honor for everything that she's done. So Reta, here is the 2020 John Robinson Award, and here's and we are so honored to have you with us. And appreciate everything you do. So thank you so much. Yes.
To the goodness of the word woman. W, wise, experienced, knowledgeable, and good judgment. Warm-hearted, kindness, and generosity. Witty, quick, and inventive verbal humor. Original, authentic, one of a kind. Outstanding, superior, exceptionally good. Optimistic, hopeful, view of any situation. M, magnificent, wonderful, striking, impressively beautiful, majestic, regal, greatness, and with dignity. Mindful, aware, and commonly accepting. A, amazing, stunning, surprising, and astonishing. Admire, with respect, applaud, and praise. Awesome, great, admiration, breathtaking, and in awe. N, nourishing, providing for growth, to feed. Nervy, having to have courage and boldness. Neat, marked by skill and ingenuity. If you know of someone who carries these qualities and much more, give them a call, give them a text, give them a virtual hug, and let them know how much you care. Thank you, all my relations.
Thank you so much, Reta. Our final award recipient is Barb MacQuarrie. Barb has spent over 25 years demonstrating qualities that we admired in the late John Robinson: tenacious spirit, leadership, creativity and dedication to ending violence against women. She was nominated for her incredible achievements on the recognition of domestic violence in the workplace. She achieved this through national research projects, publication, effective lobbying of government to change legislation and policies related to domestic violence in the workplace, as well as she's been training internationally. Let's hear from Barb.
Okay, so welcome again to the LCCWA 2020 COVID-style John Robinson Awards presentation. Danny and Alvo and I have been traveling around the city this week presenting the awards. This is our 5th and final one to Barb MacQuarrie. And it's been really wonderful. It's been different, but it has been such a pleasure to be able to do this. So again, as I said, it's Barb MacQuarrie is being presented with the award, and to assist with that today is Dr. Peter Jaffe.
I'm Peter Jaffe, and I'm pleased to have been one of Barb's nominators for this award. I think Barb is an incredible asset to the community and to the university. I've had the good fortune to be in an office beside her for the last 15 years. And I've watched her dedicated work. At our research center, we always want to do applied and practical research. And in fact, Barb lives up to that in so many ways. She does training across the world, across Canada, from coast to coast to coast, talking about domestic violence, talking about sexual violence. Her research and her efforts in the community have led to so many changes. She's best known across the world for her work on domestic violence in the workplace. And she single-handedly has been involved in massive changes to public policy and legislation. And I'm so honored to work with her. And I know John Robinson would be really pleased if he were around today to have known Barb and to see all the achievements that are just amazing. So congratulations, Barb, and it's a pleasure to be one of our nominators.
So I'm stepping in again because I requested to have this honor of presenting with the award COVID-style John Robinson Awards presentation. Danny and community, for all of us, you made a difference for all of us, and so I'm just really happy to be able to present this to you. And so I'm going to leave it sitting here, but this is the award, and we have some cookies for you as well. And congratulations, Barb. Wish I could hug you. There you go. Thank you, Shelley. Thank you, Peter. You both have been such a part of my journey, part of everything that I've learned, part of the foundation that I've built on and that I still rely on today. Just other camera shot is Mally, who also I know was part of the nomination and who is coming up behind me. And it's just an amazing person. And really more than capable of carrying on the work. And I just want to say thank you to the community for the award. There's nothing like being recognized by your peers. I'm very moved, I'm very touched, and I'm very appreciative. Thank you.
Okay, over to you, Shelley.
Hi. Okay, I was there and I'm Terry. I just want to say a final congratulations to Reta Van Every, Amanda Corsaut, Laura Comiskey, Caroline Pugh-Roberts, and Barb MacQuarrie. Congratulations. Thank you for all of the work that you do in our community and beyond. Thanks for sharing yourselves, for giving so much of yourselves to this work. Truly, you have and you do make a difference. Thank you so much. Thanks to Danny And to Avril for making those moments possible. Danny was recording and Avril did some of that as well, and also took care of lots of the details. So thanks so much for all of that. And a final congrats to our John Robinson recipients this year. Thanks, Danny.
Thank you so much. I am so excited now that we finally get to show the video we made. So for our 40th anniversary, we had all kinds of big plans that some of them didn't happen because of COVID and the situation we're in. But one that did was that we had this great video created. So I am so very pleased to get to debut it. I hope.
And then he pointed the gun at my head again and said, what are you going to do if I shoot you? I said, go ahead, Ed. I don't care anymore. Then he just moved the gun just past my ear and shot it. But before that, he had put my arm on the stove because I saw him dumping out his wine out of his wine bottle. And I was holding it, and he held my arm on the stove until I let go of the wine bottle.
Most victims of domestic violence were dissatisfied with the police response. Often they felt that they were felt to blame for the violence. The police said things such as, what did you do?
The police wouldn't do anything. They would come to the house and they said, oh, it's just a domestic, it's between you, and they would leave. And I stayed there for 10 years. And finally got the courage to leave. I did try a couple of times during that time to give up. I just swallowed a whole bottle of aspirins one time and just thought I would just go to sleep and I'll be gone.
40 years ago, not many people were talking about violence against women. It was usually just the advocates. It was feminists marching, talking about the need for services for abuse victims, whether it was domestic violence or whether it was sexual assault. There was generally a recognition there was a serious problem, but there was a lack of recognition, both in the community at large and also within particular institutions like the police and hospitals and the court system. The grant developed an advisory committee, which really became the coordinating committee. So we had representation from the court system, from police, from social services, from the shelter, Women's Community House in London. So a number of people came together to guide the research. So there was radical changes in terms of services, policies, and also coordination amongst different services, because we all recognized early on that it was going to take a great deal of collaboration. Develop services for men. So through the leadership of individuals in the probation office, group counseling programs for batterers were developed. I was concerned about the children, individual group counseling programs for children traumatized by living with violence in their family developed. Policies changed. For example, the police developed mandatory charging policies. Actually, London was the first police service in Canada to have a formal policy that if the police came to a home where there were reasonable probable grounds that assault took place, they should lay the charge.
We all need to be
aligned on how we want to go about ending this issue, how we want to educate our community, engage with our community, and to keep our folks, everybody in the community safe. So how do we do that? We have to work together. So everybody can do something, because whether we know it or not, we all know somebody who's experiencing abuse and violence in their lives. So we can provide them with information. We can let them know that there are places for them to call, that there's a helpline, that they could, talk to them. Sometimes as a bystander, if it's safe to do something in the moment, they can be doing those kinds of things when they see things happening, not to do anything that would be unsafe for them. They could join initiatives, donate to other organizations who are doing the work, go to rallies. There are all kinds of things that people can do.
Because I still see it happening. Like my granddaughter calls me once in a while, can you come and get me? And I just think, I don't want them to live like that. I don't want them to have to be afraid.
Let's just say, I hope that the community continues to work together, that we're working on prevention, that we're not focusing on what's happened, but how we can prevent those things from happening, that our young men are being educated, and our young folks in community are being educated, that they understand that this is not a way that we want to be in our community, that we want to have safe communities for everyone. And that women are safe to walk down the street without fear of violence.
So, thank you. We're moving along. That's our video. And we wondered, does anybody have any questions? Anything that you want? We have lots of time, so we can address any questions or comments that we can speak to as well. Please note them in the chat line and we can answer those. I just wanted to say that both that video and the videos of our John Robinson Award recipients will all be posted on social media. We've already been doing some of that through our social media posts in congratulating each of our 5 recipients. Hopefully we'll be able to put up the videos. And as a part of our 40th anniversary, we had all kinds of, this was one of our plans to have a conference for sure, but we had some other initiatives that we were hoping to do. Because of COVID, we weren't able to move forward on some of them, but we did freshen up our website. And if you haven't been to the website, please do so. It's quite fresh. It's easy to navigate your way through it. We will post these videos on there. I'm just seeing if there's anything. It says great job. No questions yet. And everyone can see those comments on there. But anyway, our website is looking quite lovely, and it was freshened up a few months ago. So please go and have a look. We will continue to keep it up to date. It's, I think, a lot easier to work with now. It's more intuitive in terms of getting around. So please do that. And if there aren't any questions or other comments, then we're way ahead of time, and that's fine. That's a gift. So we will continue to move along. So next up is someone who is well known in our community. She is a pop rock singer-songwriter from London, and she's known internationally. Sarah Smith has performed with her band, and she performs solo. A mesmerizing performer known for her emotionally honest lyrics, soaring vocals, and brilliant guitar work. She performs extensively now through streaming events during COVID. So it is my pleasure to introduce Sarah Smith to rock us out. We have a couple of other things after Sarah, so stay with us, please. And welcome to Sarah and her band.
Shelley, I so wish we could have all be dancing together. So
Yeah, that would have been so great, because that was our plan, to have this gala dinner and party after the conference. So this is your time to dance, everybody. So rock.
And please remember to stay so that we can hear Tracy's final words.
Thank you so much to the London Coordinating Committee to End Women Abuse. Thanks for having us here. Congratulations to all the John Robinson Award recipients. You can find all the recipients listed on the London Coordinating Committee to End Women Abuse's Facebook page. Now, this is the 40th anniversary of working together to make this community safer for women and children, which makes our community safer for everyone. Thanks for having us a part of your events. This is the final panel, the celebration panel of the Resilience, Resistance, and Reconciliation panels. Thanks for having us. My name is Sarah Smith. This is Guy Miskelly on guitar, Bobby Reynolds on the drums, Ken the Zen on the bass, and we're going to play a few songs for you. The first song being Sailing Free. You've been dragging through along the ocean bottom. I've been pulling you. Oh my God, I need relief, 'cause you're drowning me. Releasing you, ready to go. It's time to save me. I'm past that holding, stop stars that chase me. Oh.
Application and do I have anything?
It's time to save me. I'm gonna stay holding me. Stop the stars that chase me. I'm sailing free. I'm sailing. Trying to stay by me. For the light that's guiding me. Oh, I'm sailing. sailing free. Releasing your letting it go. It's time to save me. Oh, it's that holding me. Stop the storm that chases me. Oh, I'm sailing free. I'm sailing, jumping and still fighting me. For the light that's guiding me. Oh, I'm sailing free. I'm sailing free. Oh, 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 I'm sailing free. Wow, sure is nice to be here playing with the guys. This sounds awesome. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for having us here as a part of your panel. This is my band, the Sarah Smith Band. Please, guys, be sure to grab an album if you enjoy this music. The name of this album is called Unveiling, and this song is kind of the final track of the album. And this song is about unveiling all, showing all of my truth, and in turn, making amends and forgiving. The song is called The Great Reveal. Good night, my friend. I really need to make amends. I really hope you open up your heart to my unveiling. Oh, how I tried to wash you away one last time. I really hope you open up your mind to my unveiling. Unveiling. It's the great reveal. Hearts can heal. Hearts can heal in a great reveal. Hearts can heal. Let go if you can. I really need to say goodbye to all the old hurt and lies, if we can, in our unveiling. Unveiling, it's the reveal. Hearts can heal, hearts can heal in the great reveal. 'Cause we know that we'll find it all the time. We are meant to open up our eyes. Open up our eyes. Hearts can heal, hearts can heal in the baby. Hearts can heal. 'Cause we know that we'll find it all the time. We are meant to open up our eyes. Great reveal, showing all the truth and forgiving. And this is the final song we're going to do here today for you guys. This song is called Never Alone. And it's a song about, you know, in these times especially where we are uniting. With this song, when COVID hit, we actually got all of our fans involved, and we made a video with our fans from a distance, socially distanced video. It was a quarantine video. You can check it out on YouTube. The song is called Never Alone, and I'm sure that we can all relate to this feeling right here, that we are here for a purpose. We're here to give, and the more we give, the more we live. And that's one of my favorite lyrics. So I hope that you guys can enjoy this song, Never Alone, and I'm just going to grab my acoustic and get this party started. Thanks again to the London Coordinating Committee to End Women of Violence. Thanks again to the London Coordinating Committee to End Women Abuse for having us here as a part of your panel. And this song is called Never Alone. We are here for a purpose, can't make it on our own. We are born to inspire. They said, consider, she came screaming into the world. That he didn't show up. This lonely and this beautiful girl. Mama had to let her go into the arms of the greater unknown. We are born with a purpose, can't make it on our own. We are born to inspire, share all we know. If we're given, then we're living. That's how the story goes. We are born never alone. November 98, he's still fighting the war. He kind of lost it all. Not there, he at home. Wants to open up his arms to a little boy he doesn't know. We are born with a purpose, can't make it on our own. We are born to inspire, share all we know. If we're given, then we're living. That's how the story goes. We are born
It's just what we do. It's just what we need. Where the purpose can be to inspire, share it all we know. If we're giving, then we're living. It's how the story goes. We are born, never alone. Never alone.
Thanks for having us. Take care.
All right, Shelley.
I can't believe I did that. But anyway, again, thank you, Sarah. Thank you for always being inspiring. Your line of to give is to live, something that I'm going to remember that now. Again, you can go onto Sarah's website and into YouTube. Her music is there. It would have been great to have dinner and dancing and all of that, but we will dream about that for possibly another time. We definitely will organize a party to celebrate, well, if nothing else this year, but certainly the last 40 years. It might be 41 or 42 by the time we get to party together. So yeah, thanks so much. Danny, do you want me to keep going?
Yes, please.
Okay. So I also would like to note that our recipients received cookies from Kindness Cookies. Also, you can check them out on social media. Again, I know I've mentioned this a few times, but our history is available now. And I just want to say that Mally Bunn from Crevac and Avril Flanagan, our coordinator, went through all of our files, went through all the history, and they put together the historical perspective for the London Community Coordinating Committee to End Women Abuse. And just to note that every single year, I think every single year in the last 40 years, this committee, this group of folks from the community and organizations did something really significant. And so congratulations to everybody and to this community for doing that work. Thanks, Avril and Mally, for putting it together. Peter Jaffe does a foreword at the beginning of it. And we'll be sending a copy, I believe, to all of the member organizations. But it's also going to be available electronically. So please have a look. You don't need to have it printed in order to have a look at it. It's just, to me, it's amazing that we've been able to do so much. Again, just to go onto the website and to our social media, which we have freshened up and joined, and we're trying to keep going with that. In order for this to happen, we had sponsors and lots of people doing the work, and I'm just looking up our list of sponsors. I had it here, and then there it is. Thank you, Danny. So again, our deepest gratitude to our sponsors: Harrison Pensa Law, CMHA Middlesex, Libro Credit Union, OPSO District 1, Réseau Femmes de Sud-Ouest Ontario, London Police Association, Sisters of St. Joseph, Unifor Local 27, Coalition to Empower Gender Equity, private donations. Thank you very much from the private donations, Ministry of Children, Community and Social Services for providing the language interpretation services and the funding to provide the French interpretation for the last 4 weeks. Thank you to Danny and Avril and to Melissa, who's been helping with the tech. Thanks to lots of other folks on our committee who have helped to put this together to keep it going. I wanted to pass this on to Avril, who is going to speak about our favorite COVID thing.
Thank you, Shelley. And once again, congratulations to the John Robinson Awards. I really loved traveling around, presenting the awards, and just you have all made an amazing difference. So thank you for the work that you do and for everyone else on the call. We really appreciate it. A couple things I wanted to say. First of all, each of the recipients received a really nice glass award, but there's also a permanent award that's in the London Police Station. And so this year, and in fact, I enlisted Victim Services to help me out, but they have had plates added so that it's also a permanent award that where we have all of the names of all the recipients since Inspector John Robinson. So wanted to mention that. Also, I wanted to give a shout out. I was writing a few things in the chat, as Shelley mentioned, about the kindness cookies. Each of the recipients received some of those as well. And as I said in the chat, they're a local business that's dedicated to creating small acts of kindness through the sharing of cookies. You can also check them out on their website, www.kindnesscookies.ca. Also, I really wanted to give a shout out to My Sister's Place and their micro enterprise. We engaged one of their artists, Patricia Prance, and commissioned her to make masks for us. She has done an amazing job. I will show you in just a sec. But I just wanted to make sure that you're aware of My Sister's Place Micro Enterprise. If you don't know, go online and check them out. You can see her work she's on Facebook at Prance Design, or if you visit www.prancedesign.com, you'll see not only her work, but also some of the other amazing women who are doing work on micro enterprise. So I encourage you to promote, support them and other local businesses right now. And I'm just going to put my mask on and show you, because she did an amazing job. So you see, we have the logo, and it's an amazing job. So if you're looking for anything like that, please feel free to check them out and support them. And I think that's all I have, except to say thank you to everyone, and especially to Danny and Shelley, who it's been really fun and a real pleasure to work with you and to bring this together. Thanks.
Thank you, Avril. I love the masks. So I think we're going to need them for a little while longer. Thank you. I'm looking forward to seeing them in person. Danny, any other thank yous? Gratitude?
Yeah, I would just like to say a huge thank you for our committee as a whole. It's been a busy couple of years, and our members really have stepped up and are always supporting our community. So big thanks to our committee as a whole.
Indeed, to continue this going. People from other communities cannot believe that we've been doing this work together for 40 years. It truly is amazing, and thank you so much for all that you do in our community to keep folks safe. So we're going to close our conference, if we're ready, with Tracy White-Eye, who opened our circle, and now she will close our circle. So Tracy has our final words for today. Again, thank you so much. Have a great day, and stay safe. Take care. Gratitude to all of you.
Hi, bonjour. Wabaskisko, Nikan Kai Tabit, Nishnakas, Makudam, Dunjabal, Lenape Nation, Lenny Lenape, Nishnawe Koi and Dow. The nation I come from is located along the Thames River near Townsville, Ontario, and my people are known as the Lenape people. We're one of the oldest settlements in southwestern Ontario, Canada, and we're known for standing beside Tecumseh in the War of 1812, along with other Allied forces, both First Nations and British. And together we protected our sacred lands from the American soldiers. I just wanted to acknowledge each and every one of you amazing helpers out there, and how this all came together, I was sitting here listening, and just my heart was filled with so much hope, love, and knowing that things are evolving and changing in such in such an amazing way. Because within my own collective traumas, I'm second generation survivor of Indian residential school, a survivor of domestic violence, sexual violence, gang violence, and I know what it feels like to be homeless. But today in my stage of life, being a grandma, I'm really grateful to my elders. I'm really grateful to my grandmothers, my grandfathers, and my ancestors. And within the city of London, the majority of my healing was there and supported me in so many places, Antilosa, Women's Community Center, St. Joseph's Hospitality, when I was in detox over 25 years ago. So to be part of this celebration and this conference, I'm really want to express with great honor to be part of this circle, and that we continue to do what we need to do and taking care of ourselves as helpers, but also sharing and teaching and educating our future generation and our women here today that are going through those different collective and historical traumas, and that we can help them, and we can pray for them, and we can continue to send that unconditional love. I also want to take the opportunity to acknowledge those men that are on their healing journey, that are ending violence, and they're making a stand in their light, and wanting to make changes and accepting their responsibilities, and making amends, and most important, the direct amends that they make in themselves. And so, it's a good life. It's a beautiful life. And as we all continue to do this, I want to sing a song for all the women across Turtle Island. I want to sing a song in prayer, and to acknowledge all the women that stand in the center, that heart of that medicine wheel teachings. And each one of them, we talk about it: the Eastern doorway, the southern doorway, the western doorway, the northern doorway, east, south, west and north, and all those medicines that are within that medicine wheel teachings. And as we all continue to walk that circle of life, in healing and wellness, and that well-being for each and every one of us. So I'm going to end with a song. And first of all, I hung on to this tobacco. And so on the weekend, I am heading off up to Essex, Windsor area, and I'm putting a group of women on a fast where they too are going to put their prayers and ending violence against women, ending violence against our Mother Earth, and put those positive prayers for not only for our women, our children, our youth, and our men especially as well. And so I will put this sacred tobacco in the fire at our full moon ceremony. And so I'm going to end with a song to acknowledge all those strong Anishinaabe and all those beautiful, strong, amazing women that are out there. Way ha, way yo, way ha, way yo, way ha ya, way yo, way ha ya, way ha ya, way ha ya, oh ya, way ha ya, oh well, hey ya, hey yo. Hungry, hungry, young way, hey, young way, Yawando Yokiso, oh, yeah, way higher, oh, well, hey, ya, hey, yo. Way ha, way yo, way ha, way yo, way ha ya, way yo, way ha ya, way ha ya, way ha ya, oh ya, way ha ya, oh well, hey ya, hey yo. Hungry, hungry, hey, young hungry, hey, young hungry, Yawando Yokiso, oh, yeah, way higher, oh, well, hey, ya, hey, yo. Way ha, way yo, way ha, way yo, way ha ya, way yo, way ha ya, way ha ya, way ha ya, oh ya, way ha ya, oh well, hey ya, hey yo. Hungry, hungry, hey, young way, hey, young way, Yawango Yokiso, oh, yeah, way higher, oh, well, hey, hey, yo. Way ha, way yo, way ha, way yo, way ha ya, way yo, way ha ya, way ha ya, way ha ya, oh ya, way ha ya, oh well, hey ya, hey yo. Hungry, hungry, hey, young hungry, hey, young hungry, Yawando Yokiso, oh, yeah, way higher, oh, well, hey, hey, oh. So Chimiquach to our Mother Earth, Chimiquach to the plants, the trees. I say Chimiquach to the flyers, the four-leggeds, the creepy crawlers. Chimiquach to our water, the blood of our Mother Earth. Chimiquach to all of creation. Chimiquach to you and everyone else. Kanagana, all my relations. Thank you.